estimate the value of an unknown parameter, for example, an expectation value, a probability, or proportion. So let's take an example. So let's say you want to find out how large proportion of Norwegian students that likes mathematics. Then we take a sample of 100 students. And let's say that 80 of these students like mathematics. Then a natural estimate of how many students like math in general is 80 divided by 100. That is 80%. The real proportion of students that like mathematics is unknown to us. And let's call the real unknown proportion for P. Then we make the estimation here. And the estimation you write like this. So this is an estimation of the unknown proportion. And this is called point estimation because we estimate a point, a value. More generally, let x be the number of objects in a sample that has a specific property, where the sample size is n. Then an estimate of the proportion of the population that has this property is x divided by n. So this is the point estimate of the proportion p. For example, let the sample size be 100. So we investigate 100 persons to see how many are blonde-haired. And let's say there are 25 that has blonde hair. Then our estimation of the proportion of people having blonde hair in the population is 25 divided by 100, 25%. This is our point estimate of the proportion of blonde hair in the population. Notice that this at the same time will be an estimate of the probability that a random person will have blonde hair in the population. Let y be some random variable. It has some expectation value, mu, that is unknown to us. We make n observations of y. For those n observations we get the mean of y to be some value. Then the point estimation of the estimation value will be this mean here. For example, if you ask 100 children how many y days per week they eat candy, and assume that in this sample they ate candy 3.1 days per week. Then a point estimation of the expectation value of how many days per week children in general eat candy is 3.1 days per week. This is our best estimate or guess what the true estimation value could be. Let x be some other random variable with an unknown standard deviation sigma. Let's say that we have done n observations of x, and then this sample has some mean and standard deviation s. So s is the standard deviation of this sample of x. Then the point estimation of the unknown standard deviation is s. For example, if x has an unknown expectation value mu and standard deviation sigma, let's say we have done 5 observations of x, giving the data set 3, 2, 5, 1, and 3. Then the point estimate of mu is the mean of this sample, which is given by this, equal to 2.8. And the point estimate of the unknown standard deviation we take as the standard deviation of this dataset. Then we take the first data of the sample minus the mean of the sample, and the next data of the sample until we come to the last one. Then we divide by n minus 1, that is 5 minus 1, which is equal to 1.5. So this is our point estimate of the unknown standard deviation.